Friends, welcome back to the adventure. Before we return to our adventure this week, I owe you all an apology. For the first time ever, I forgot to make a post in stories, giving you guys the chance to choose which path we'll take this week. So instead, what I'll do is I'll choose from one of the comments. The thing is, though, I only got 2 votes in comments. iAnthropologist said, let's head straight to Rainbow Castle, while Saruman the Dad said, a wizard arrives precisely when he means to. I love that. So, let's flip. Heads, straight to the castle. Tails, delay. Heads it is. Without further delay, it's time now to return to our adventure. It's time now for Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons. It's snowing as you and your friends set off for Rainbow Castle. It seems as though our opponents are able to sway the seasons, observes Owl, as trees, rocks, and hills disappear in the whiteness. Yeah, and this snow is no fun either, says Fox, plunging through the nose-deep snow. You could have stayed home, Fox. You didn't have to come. Oh, no. If something horrible happens, I'd rather know about it right away. And besides, you guys need me. Swallowing your laughter, you turn to Pentagarn. Sir, why don't you do something about this snow? Why don't you perform some magic and change it back into summer? Think, Jamie. If our foes are putting all their efforts into creating winter just to annoy us, they can't send anything really dangerous against us. And they will believe that they have us in their power. You wipe your cold, dripping nose and try to appreciate Pentagarn's plan, but the snow melts inside your boots, slithers down your neck, and freezes your eyelashes. Even Pentagarn is sniffling by the time Rainbow Castle comes into view several days later. Why do they call it Rainbow Castle, you ask, staring at the cascades of dirty gray ice that drape over the black towers and hang from the narrow barred windows. A cold, bitter wind wails around the grim walls and plucks and tears at your clothes. In my youth, it was a beautiful place, Pentagarn answers sadly. It looks like it's all closed for winter. How about we go home and wait for spring, whines Fox. Ah, spring. Good idea, says Pentagarn. Rainbow Castle is beautiful in the spring. And with a snap of his fingers, snow and ice begin to melt. Inch by inch, foot by foot, winter retreats. And in its place, warm, soft, and green, spring comes to the land. Birds sing, flowers bloom, and gentle breezes blow. But the castle remains gray and gloomy. That's much better, and now they'll know we're here, says Pentagarn. Ah, sweet spring, full of sweet days and roses, sighs Owl, spreading his great wings to the sun. Why can't you speak plain English, mouse breath, snarls Fox. I was just noting the welcome arrival of this magical spring. Oh, illiterate one. What did you call me? Barks Fox. Fox, Owl! Stop this bickering now, or I'll send you both home. Fixing the two with a stern gaze, you quickly get out of your winter clothes and hurry after Pentagarn. And here are our hosts, says Pentagarn. 3 men stand at the end of the bridge. One is tall and thin, one is very, very fat, and the third is as tiny as a small child. See here, Pentagarn, what is the meaning of this? Demands the tall, thin wizard. An outrage, I say. This warm weather will not be tolerated. We prefer winter. And with a wave of his hand and a loud clap of thunder, spring vanishes as if it had never been, and winter descends in a flurry of flakes. Tish, tish, clucks Pentagarn. I was enjoying the spring myself. And with a gesture and a sheet of lightning, winter is again replaced by spring. The 3 wizards grind their teeth in rage, their faces purple with fury. Now, the tall wizard steps forward and begins to make magical gestures. Pentagarn replies with movements of his own. Sparks fly and sheets of flame erupt from the wizards, and winter and spring flicker in and out. The 2 wizards stand firm as the air crackles from white to blue, warm to cold. At last, Pentagarn laughs, a great booming laugh, and slaps his knee. Well done, Malice. But come, let's not confuse the birds any longer. Let us remain spring. And now that you've gotten us here, why don't you tell me what this is all about? Still laughing, he walks over and puts his arm around the unsmiling wizard's shoulder and begins to walk towards the castle. As you follow Pentagon into the castle, the high walls seem to swallow you up. Your footsteps echo hollowly as you enter a large room with 3 throne-like chairs set upon a raised platform. The wizards bump and push as they climb onto the platform, each trying to claim the center chair. There are no other seats, and you look around in discomfort as the wizards stare down at you with small, nasty smiles. Pentagon says, "Well, I see we need a few more chairs." And with a snap, 2 big, deep chairs of gold, studded with precious gems and covered with soft, deep purple velvet, appear behind you. Fox settles himself in a velvet-covered basket, and Owl clings to a golden bird perch. "Ah, that's better," says Pentagon, sinking into his chair. Crossing his legs and folding his hands, he says, "Now, then, gentlemen, what can we do for you?" The wizards twitch nervously, pull their scraggly beards, and whisper. They seem to be urging each other to do something. Finally, Tiny Rubus is levitated from his chair by one of his brothers. Stumbling to his feet, he draws himself to his full, puny height, puffs up his chest, and says, "Pentagon, you have been brought here to answer charges of practicing wizardry without a license. This area belongs to us. When you left, we applied to the Grand Council, and they granted us control." "How nice for you all," drawls Pentagon. "I won't bother to ask why you never helped me in all the years I fought to rid the country of the evil one, who caused me to leave, as you put it. But I might ask you why you never chased away the evil one when he was certainly practicing a most unpleasant form of magic. I don't believe the council ever issued him a license."
Well, we just hadn't gotten around to it," squeaks Pothos from out of his great bulk. "Besides, he ate the first 3 messengers we sent."
"Indeed," says Pentagon with a smile. "But we are not the issue," yells Pothos. "You are. You and your illegal apprentice. By order of the Great Council, you and your brat and your zoo are under house arrest. You have 2 choices. Either leave and never again practice magic under penalty of death, or meet us in a duel of skills." "Allow me to confer with my apprentice," says Pentagon, drawing you to a side. "Well, Jamie, what do you think we should do? These fellows appear very foolish and harmless, but that is not true. They are dangerous, and the council has given them the right to practice within this district. They are well within their rights to demand that we either quit or fight them. It's your decision, as well as mine."
Friends, if this were a playground brawl, the air would be ringing with "Fight! Fight! Fight!" We'll put it to a vote, though. What should we do? Should we challenge the wizards, or choose to go to the Grand Council and argue our case? Comment below or wait for the poll later this week in stories that I promise to put up, and let me know just where will our adventure go. The choice is yours. I'll see you again next weekend, either for a brawl or a civil debate. You decide.